Hello everybody, welcome back to Netizen. In this video, I'll be walking you through extended named ACL configuration. In my last video, I walked you through standard named ACL configuration. In that video, I showed you how you can deny PC0 access to PC2. Also, I showed you how you can deny PC3 access to any of these PCs in this network. So if you have not watched that video, I recommend you do so. I will leave a link to the video in the description below. So in today's video, I'll be walking you through extended named ACL configuration. This is the network topology that we are going to be making use of in this tutorial. This network topology comprises of two routers, router 1 and router 2. Each of these routers has two PC attached to them through a switch. As you can see, router 1 has PC2 and PC3 attached to it and also a server. On the other hand, router 2 has a PC0 and PC1 attached to it. Before recording this video, I have done the IP address configuration on this host and also on the interfaces of this router. As you can see, I have labeled the network addresses of the interfaces of this router. This one here is 192.168.3.0/24. I believe with these labels, that is the label of the network address and this .2.3.2.3, you'll be able to deduce the IP addresses of each of these PC and that of the interfaces of this router. If you can't deduce that, please let me know in the comment section below. Let me record a video on that later. Also, if you cannot deduce the IP addresses of the interfaces of this router and those of this PC, I have a link in the video description below. Once you click on it, you'll be brought to a blog post I raised on the same topic. I use the same network topology as the one I'm using in this video to write this blog post, and as you can see, I have written out the IP addresses of each of those PC and the interfaces of the router here. So you can click on the link, come here and copy the IP addresses manually. So having said that, let's get back to the network topology. Also, before recording this video, I have done the static route configuration. Static route configuration allows you to be able to access a PC existing on another network. For instance, this is a wide area network, and for you to be able to access a PC outside of a local area network, you need to do the static route configuration. In this case, for me to be able to ping from PC0 to PC2 or PC3, I need to do the static route configuration on each of these routers, telling them which one is the next hub. So if you don't know how to do static route configuration, please let me know in the comment section below. Maybe later I will record a video on that. Okay, having said that, let's dive into what we have for the day. Okay, first let's outline the objective of this configuration. I have it written in this blog post, so I think it's better I read it out. Okay, the first objective is that PC0 should be denied HTTP access to PC2. Okay, this is PC0 here, so it should be denied HTTP access to PC3. So looking at this objective, this configuration should be on router 2 because the rule of extended ACL is that the configuration should be as close to the source as possible. So the first thing is to open the configuration interface of router 2. So let me click on it. Once I click on it, I will need to navigate to CLI, then I need to click enter, enable, configure terminal. So here now I need to input the extended named ACL configuration command. The command is IP access list, then extended. Okay, I need to give this ACL a name. In this case, I'm going to name it filter underscore ACL. So I need to hit enter. After that, I need to give this ACL rule. Okay, let's look at our objective. The objective is to deny PC0 HTTP access to PC2. So our source IP address is the IP address of PC0, while our destination IP address is the IP address of PC3. So let's go back to the configuration interface. So the command to deny this is deny TCP. HTTP uses TCP, which is Transmission Control Protocol. So we need to deny, then specify the protocol. After the protocol, we need to specify host, then source IP address, which is the IP address of PC0. So let's go and copy that manually. The IP address of PC0 is this. So I will copy it, then go back and paste it. So after that, we need to also paste the IP address of the destination host, which is PC3. So let me go back and copy that as well. This is the IP address of PC3. So I will paste it right away. Then I will now click on enter. So this is the first rule. The second rule is now to permit every other traffic apart from the one we have denied. So the command to do that is permit TCP, or let me just permit TCP any. I'll click on enter. So these two commands will now achieve our first objective. So the next is to apply this to an interface. So let me exit to the global config mode by using exit. Then here now we need to enter the interface of which we want to apply this ACL. Let's check where we need to apply it. So the objective is to deny PC0 HTTP access to PC3. So remember, the rule is to do the configuration as close to the source as possible. So this ACL needs to be applied on this G0/0/1 interface, and it needs to be inbound because any traffic coming from PC0 will be entering this router. So let me go back to the router configuration. So IP access group, remember, is access group, not access list in this case. Then what is the name of this ACL? Is filter underscore ACL. Then you need to be to the interface, which is in. Let me hit on enter. I think I made a mistake. Sorry. I need to first of all enter the interface of the router. So interface G0/0/1. So I will now type IP access, then filter underscore ACL in. Okay, it has worked this time around. So the next thing is to save this configuration using the command do right. I'll save the configuration. So let's now check if we have been able to achieve our objective. So I will go right away and do a ping from PC0 to PC3. So let me go to the command line interface. The IP address of PC3, let me copy it again. PC3. Okay, let me go back, paste it here. As you can see, we are seeing destination host unreachable. I think we will understand what is happening more by viewing this on the simulation mode. So let me navigate to simulation mode. Okay, let me repeat the ping traffic again. Okay, let's play it. It will reach here and bounce back because this router has been configured in such a way that this traffic cannot traverse this router. I think it's even better that we'll do this demonstration by using the browser that is normally found on PC. So let me delete this packet, then open PC to go to, let me close this, then go to the web browser. Okay, it must have opened. So we can also paste this address here to make sure that we are sending TCP traffic, because browser use TCP. So if you are sending a request to PC3 using this browser, you are making a TCP request. So let me click on go. So let's also view the movement of the packet from this simulation mode. Also, when it gets here, the traffic will be blocked because of the configuration we have done on this router too. Okay, let's now move to the second objective. The second objective here said PC3 should be prevented from accessing hosts in the 192.168.3.0/24 subnet. So let's move back. PC3 should not be able to access any host in this subnet, which is 192.168.3.0/24. So looking at this objective, our configuration should be on router 1 because the rule of extended ACL says that the configuration should be done as close to the source as possible. So let's open the configuration interface of the router. Okay, let's move to the CLI, enter, enable, configure terminal. So we need to input the extended named ACL configuration command, which is IP access list. Then we need to give extended, then we need to give it a name. I'm going to give this one filter underscore ACL2, enter. Then we need to give it rules. The first rule is to deny PC3 access to the subnet 192.168.3.0/24. So let me deny. Then it needs to also be TCP or IP traffic, then host. Then we need to input the source IP address, which is the IP address of PC3. Let me copy it from here. The IP address of PC3 is this. Let me copy it. Okay, let's paste it here. Then after that, we need to input the destination IP address. So the destination IP address should be IP address of the network, not a particular host. So it's going to be 192.168.3.0. Then we need to give the wildcard mask, which is 0.0.0.255. Then I need to click on enter. After that, we need to deny permit every other traffic because of the implicit delay that usually come after ACL entries. So I need to put a permit IP any, click on enter. Then we need to apply this ACL to an interface. So let me exit from this interface. Let's go back to the network topology. Our goal is to deny PC3 access to this network. So the ACL should be applied to this interface G0/0/1 and it should be inbound. So let me go back and enter the interface of the router, interface G0/0/1, then IP access group. Then what's the name of the ACL? Filter underscore ACL2 in. Click on enter. Do right. Then we have saved this configuration. The next thing is to test our configuration. So I will now ping from PC3 to PC0. What is the IP address of PC0? Is 192.168.3.2. So let me ping from PC3 to PC0. Okay, let's move to the command prompt. Ping. As you can see, destination host unreachable. Okay, let's view this from the simulation mode. Let me repeat the ping again. Okay, let's view it. As you can see, this packet will not be able to traverse this router because of the configuration we have done on this interface. So it's going to reply back to PC3 that PC0 is unreachable. And that's the end of this video. If you have any question, you can leave it in the comment section below. Also, if you are new to this channel, please make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so that you'll be first to know when we upload new video. Thank you and see you in the next video.